Hello, 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 everyone. Kana, what's going on? Good to see you. First thing I do is just check my levels, make sure everything's looking good, and I think it is. Welcome to another Rokoko Office Hours. I'm Sam Lazarus, Creative Director for Rokoko, and this is a time when we're live, here to talk about motion capture, Rokoko hardware, software. Usually we record some free mocap that we give out, and you can actually download all the mocap that we've made so far in the link in the description below. Over 300 assets, I think, now. So we take requests, make mocap, and then at the second half, we usually do something creative. So today, I thought that what we could do, what's up, Kana? Is basically, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, which is, and it was surprisingly easy to do, of course, in the end, but make a very simplified custom facial motion capture rig. So that's just, like for a stick figure or emoji, this kind of vibe. So it's pretty easy to do. We're going to do it in Cinema 4D. And then we're going to give away the rig, and you can use it on your little cartoon characters or whatever. You should be able to pull it into Blender and Unreal after we're done, I think. So we're going to try and see what we can do. So hello, Mateo. What's going on? Yes, I know. I got a big old beard right now. Okay, well, first thing we're gonna do is just record some motion capture, and here's our Rokoko studio. I'm in my Rokoko Smartsuit Pro 2, and I got my smart gloves. I'm just gonna plug in my battery, and I'm gonna switch to my other view, square view. Boom. Need that square view. So yeah, this is the Rokoko mocap suit. It connects over Wi-Fi to my computer, where I should pop up into the scene any moment. And then I've also got an iPhone over here on a little stand that I'm going to be using to record some facial motion capture. And the other thing I'll note is that I still haven't quite figured this out. This looks bizarre, right? That's because we need to assign this to an actor profile. Basically, so this is the hardware. We just need to add it to an actor profile that has some of my measurements, most notably my height. And so now it kind of knows what it's dealing with in terms of my proportions. And it gives us better motion capture. So that's our one calibration pose. And yeah, and so we've, normally what I do for live streaming is I connect via hardline, Ethernet, to the internet for my live stream. And then I use a dedicated Wi-Fi router for the motion capture, and that's because the suit works off of Wi-Fi, right? So you want to have strong Wi-Fi signal. You don't want to be doing your live stream and your mocap on the same network. I just moved to a new office, so currently I am using the same network for my live streaming and my mocap. Not ideal, so we might see some flickers or something. This looks pretty good, but that's kind of the caveat. You should always use a dedicated Wi-Fi router for your mocap. So yeah, Neuralite. So yeah, no, we're just gonna be using. What is this? Yeah, turn off. It's a Rickroll audio. But yeah, we're just gonna be using blend shapes. We're just gonna be building custom blend shapes, but just on an extruded spline in Cinema, and it's just very easy to get that hooked up with the AR kit. And there's actually a lot of other, I think, ways that you could use this, right? Because you can drive really any blend shapes using your face. So it's kind of cool. So yeah, it's the normal blend shape kind of workflow, but it's pretty easy to do, and it'll be fun to have, I think, kind of a just a stick figure. Like there's so many cartoony type characters just with a blank face, and I wish I could do facial motion capture on it. And so that's what this is for. Okay, so if anyone has any requests, please put them in the description below and we'll record them. Otherwise, I'm just gonna record some things that are gonna be good for facial motion capture. So I'm gonna turn on my iPhone. And I'm already on the same Wi-Fi network that my computer is. So as soon as I open up my Rokoko app, we'll get this little green dot, bing, up here. Hit connect. There's a little prompt on my iPhone. Accept. Turn on my face cap. And there we go. Now we have facial motion capture on our avatar here. Whoop. Mateo, some theme today. The theme is going to be creating facial motion capture rig, and that's kind of going to be the theme. So, not unless there are requests. Yeah, request something, and we'll do that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make some facial range of motion tests, basically, and we can use those on our rig later. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, so it's glitching out a little bit, and that's just because of the Wi-Fi. So we'll do another calibration pose. And I'm just gonna do kind of a basic. Okay. Ooh, stop. And let's play that back and see how kind of janky it was. Yes, Neuralite. So we're going to be using the live streaming plugins. So those require a plus subscription, but then the facial motion capture is an add-on on its own. Yeah. And I think there's a pricing page on our website that kind of lays out some of that stuff. But yeah, so the facial mocap is to enable that feature. That's its own add-on, and then the subscriptions are for the live streaming plugins, which is what we're going to use to get our facial mocap into Cinema 4D. Although we could retarget it too. So this looks pretty good. You know, basic. I kind of want to record something that's like, yes, separate from Rokoko Plus. Yeah, the facial motion capture add-on. What else? Face capture, I'm not sure what it is monthly. I don't know if you can do it monthly. Maybe you can, I'm not sure. Let's go to Rokoko, let's find out. Let me just put a pricing. Particles. You know what? I'll just put it in the description below after this. Okay, what else? What else we're gonna record? Maybe just like I kind of want to record like a little something, like saying a little something, like free project file. Oh my gosh, oh my free facial rig. Let's do something like that. Okay, do another calibration pose. And I'm actually gonna record on the iPhone too. Request. Okay. Movement request. Do a capture of a character lying on his back, fixing something under his desk. The character slid across the ground. Would you be able to do something like this? Oh, okay. So I haven't been having much luck on lying down in this room. Normally the key to lying down is just to keep your feet planted on the floor. And then you have to fix that in post. And so let me try and do that. And then we could go about fixing it too. And kind of show you how I would do that. Okay. Let's see. Record. Okay. Woo! Let's see if it picked up any of that. Yeah, so this is my Wi-Fi. This is just bad Wi-Fi signal. in my office. But basically what you want to do is this. If you do this, just keep your feet like this. So with the feet planted on the ground, and with your legs like, you know, like that, you're not going to go anywhere. So it just needs to know. Yeah, the stream also might be stuttering a little bit. I need to get better Wi-Fi for this office. But yeah, so this is kind of the solution there, to lie on your back. And then just, you know, when you retargeted it to your character, you would just straighten out the legs. You know, so you just delete the keyframes like on the legs and just straighten them manually. That's kind of how you that's how you'd fix that. But I can't get good lying down in this office. I need to run like a massive cable to get some good Ethernet, baby. Okay. Yeah, I would keep them flat on the ground, and then you should be fine. That's kind of the trick there. Oh, or you can turn on treadmill mode. That would be the other option. If you turn on treadmill mode, it should be fine. But you'll have some hip swaying maybe, but that would be the other thing. And you can do that by turning it on right up here, treadmill, or you can turn it on recorded takes. You know, if you go down here, treadmill, turn it on right there. Okay, I'm going to record something that's a little bit like a little promo for the free project file. Let's do that. And then honestly, I might just kind of jump out and start making the rig, because I think that's kind of what I want to focus on. Okay, let's try it. Let's go. What? Free facial motion capture rig? Free project file? Yeah. What? Oh, I'm wearing it? Oh, yeah. In the description below. I don't know. We could use something like that. Yeah, the vibe trackers can help with global position as well. I generally say, you know, just try to work within just try to keep your feet on the ground, and that should fix it most of the time. But the vibe trackers can work too. You can use them basically to generate global positioning. So the suit will know where it is in space. You know, if the vibe tracker can be seen by the base stations or whatever. It can just be you just have more hardware in play, so it can be a little tough to set up. But interested to know, Roadside Films, how it goes. Hopefully well. Okay, I'm going to, I think, kind of pop out of this suit. Maybe I'll keep the suit on in case we want to, like, do some, like, play around with the rig after we've made it. But for now, I think I'm just going to kind of take off the top half a little bit. And then I think we'll just jump into cinema. Coco is like dancing. It is all in the feet. That's so true. Okay. I'm going to turn off my camera. Kind of want to show this. This is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to turn off my camera. Actually, no, I don't need to turn off my camera. I can just unzip. Boom, boom. Yeah, so hopefully this will be cool. Wondering if anyone's cracked the best of both worlds approach for world position with hands. So there, what I think you could do, I mean, we have a workflow that kind of tries to do that. It is tricky though, because, you know, really the best way to work with Rokoko, I think, is just by letting the feet tracking, you know, kind of do its thing. And so if you're using the vibe tracker, they're kind of fighting each other a little bit. I don't know. I've never actually really played with it a lot myself, so I can't really talk about it. But yeah, it works in Steam VR and like Unreal, or in Rokoko Studio. You can actually get Vive trackers into Rokoko Studio as like props and things. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn. I just need to turn off the heat. Get my camera down. Yeah. Okay. Go to my circle view, and then we are going to do it. Let's make a facial motion capture rig. So we've got some data. And again, if people want more mocap, you can put it in the chat, and maybe we'll record some at the end of the stream. Otherwise, we're gonna hop into Cinema 4D and we're gonna kind of build this this rig a little bit, and I'll show you as we go how this is going to work. You could use Rokoko trackers. Yeah, I mean, in Unreal and with Vive trackers, you can do some really. There's nothing stopping you from combining everything in as many ways as you wanted. You know, you could take control of the feet away and use the, control where your character's walking by using like a controller, and keep the mocap running on the top body. You can combine them. You can combine trackers in any sorts of different ways. Okay, so what we are going to do is okay, so we need to do a couple things. We need to go find a list of the 52 Apple AR Kit blend shapes. And we're going to do this very simply. I have a very basic kind of idea in mind. Okay, and I'm just trying to find basically where's a good image showing all of them. Ooh. Okay, so this is pretty good actually. But these are not the right. That's not the right names. Okay. One way to do this as well. What's the best way to do this? Maybe just from the Apple website, I guess. Sorry. Okay. Hold on. Trying to find a good little thing. But here's basically what we're gonna do. We are going to. Let me show it to you this way, and then we can actually start sculpting. Okay, I'm just gonna create a figure. I'm just gonna kind of line up its face with the origin because I want to basically build my little mouth right here. And I'm just going to turn on snapping. How do I turn on grid snapping? Forget how to do this. Enable snap. Grid snap. Okay. Yeah. So this is kind of what we are going to do. We're going to, I think the way I'm going to do it is like this. We're going to hide this figure. That was ugly. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are going to, I think do it like this. We'll see. I've only played around with this a little bit. Okay, so we have this spline, right? Spline. So this is going to be the mouth. So if we extrude this spline 1 centimeter, oh, 1 centimeter, right? If we start doing things, and then I'm going to make this spline editable. If we grab these points and start manipulating them, you know, you can see that we can create some basic mouth shapes. So this is the mouth, right? This jaw open is essentially just this. So let's quickly add a blend shape to this. And we will connect it up with Rokoko Studio. And I'm not really looking at the chat, but okay, what is happening in the chat? Yeah. Yes, Kana just handling it. Okay, if we were to create, let's create. We're going to be using blend shapes for this. Pose morphs, they're called in Cinema 4D. Morph shapes in Blender usually. But if I go to rigging, pose morph, and I'm in R23, and for mixing, I turn on position. I'm going to turn on points, parameters, and hierarchy, because these are different things that basically the way that we might affect this spline. We want this blend shape, or this pose morph, to like recognize all those things we're doing. So this is my if this is my base pose, and I lock that, right? This is neutral, let's say. And this is going to be jaw open. So let's get into what we're doing with the blend shape. So if I go to my Rokoko plugin and I just create a character's face. So this is a Rokoko character face. Oh my God, so high up. I just bring it up. Takes are locked for some reason. Don't know, why can I not move this? Well, if you see this face here, it has all these poses that drive the facial motion capture. So jaw open is a very noticeable pose, right? Because it opens up the mouth. So if we go and go back to our pose morph settings here, and we rename the second one jaw open, and then I take these points and say this is jaw open. And what we could even do is maybe it's like that, right? If we go back to this jaw open, so this is all basic knowledge, right? This is pose morphs, blend shapes. You search YouTube for tutorials, you'll find a million of them, how to do all this stuff, right? The range mapper input output. I don't even remember what that was for in Neuralite. But so this is right, driving the changing of an object just via a blend shape, right? But because we've named this blend shape jaw open, if I set it to A0 because I don't want it to be expressed, and then I click animate, and I add a Rokoko plugin tag to this extruded object here. If we go to mapping, you'll see jaw open. So this is like if we had a character model that had the Apple ARKit 52 blend shapes added to it. You would have all of these different blend shapes. So you see down here, eyes white, jaw forward, blah, 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 jaw open, mouth closed, all these things, right? So just by naming this pose, we go to edit, jaw open, it gets picked up by the Rokoko plugin, and it would also get picked up by, you know, your Live Link app in Unreal, right? So, but if we go and we go to, you know, Rokoko Studio. We turn on our live stream for Cinema 4D, which I've done, and we have tons of tutorials. I'm just going to leave this running in the background. And we go up to Control, open Rokoko Studio, connect. Look at this. We are driving this very basic shape via, the blend shapes from Rokoko Studio and from our character. So this is like dialogue. So this, this is like, so to me, I think this is very useful in so many ways. You could, of course, also make this a, here, I'll just keep this playing in the background. You could make this more detailed, right? This is how you create facial blend shapes for any character, right? You could download a character from Mixamo and you just add these pose morphs, add your blend shapes, change the face around. And this is old news to, I think, a lot of people, but I didn't quite realize how easy it was to make something custom. And especially, I think for cartoony type characters, this is such an interesting thing that you can do. And if we just, were to put this on our character, and likely we would want to have like a slightly bigger character. Do not show world grid. Oh no. Do not show work plane. And let's stop player. Add a octane material, make it black. Boom. Turn it on. And if we start our connection back up again, it's just, I think this is a really cool little thing. So it's very basic, but I want to build let's go through and make some more of these blend shapes and see if we can make something that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Very basic. But super fun, I think. Okay, so let's do this. Let's look at what we want to make. And let's make it. So figure 1, I'm gonna hide you. No, actually I'll keep you, I guess. And now we need a list of those blend shapes, hopefully with photos, which mouth, jaw, forward. Okay. We're not going to do mouth, jaw, forward, but we are going to do mouth, jaw, left. So jaw left is one. So now we're just going in and we are going to make a bunch of these pose morphs. And you know what? Actually, I think I kind of want to delete this one, unlock the base pose, and just make the neutral like very small. We're gonna call this the base, and actually I'm gonna delete that, and I'm going to add that pose morph tag back onto extrude, position, points, parameters, hierarchy, tag. Okay, so this is jaw open. And this one is going to be like this. Jaw open. Boom. Done. Remove it. Okay. Add pose. Jaw left. So this is going to be just moving that jaw. To the left, I guess. We'll see. I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay, so that was over 3. So then we'll add pose, jaw right, and we will move it over 3. Boom. Okay, there we go. We're not going to do jaw, and I've just basically got this page pulled up here, and I'm going through these. The plugin is available without a subscription, and there is a 30-day free trial on those subscriptions. So you can always try them out for 30 days. And you can also, there are monthlies, so I think that you can do it monthly as well. Okay, so mouth funnel. Okay, so this is good. This is an easy one. This is we know how to do this. Mouth funnel, add pose, mouth funnel. And so this is kind of going to be like this. And then these guys go up. And then these guys come in. These guys come in. Right? And then, oop. Like this kind of thing. This is not the precise way to do this, but that's how I roll. So that's mouth funnel. Looks great. Ooh. Already looking better. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? This is gonna be super fun. Mouth pucker. Okay, so mouth funnel is like open. Pucker is a little bit closed. And these are kind of the bigger ones. We're not gonna probably do all of them, right? Because it's a cartoon. We don't need all of them. But there are kind of some that I think play a more of a role in talking than some others. So we are just gonna mess with, we're gonna make the ones basically that we need. So this is kind of like a mouth puckery vibe. Maybe this is even like, ooh, okay. Eh. Mouth pucker. Kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. We're playing. We're seeing. Never done this before, to this extent. Only played with it a little bit. Okay. Mouth left. Okay. So basically, the left side just gets pulled. Okay, let's try it. Let's try mouth left. Pose. Mouth left. Okay, and so that just kind of, I think, that was kind of mouth lefty, let's say. And then mouth smile left is kind of much more pronounced. Ooh. And the right and the left are totally not going to match, which I think is kind of fine. Mouth smile left. This one mapping feature, is that good? I hope it's good. Mouth smile left, pretty good. Let's do mouth right. So that was just like that. God, okay. There's no rulers. I never do. What I need to be doing is like symmetry. And I'm just not, because I'm lazy. Mouth right. Mouth smile right. And this one. One up high. Boom. Okay, so now I kind of want to test this. So let's see what this looks like now. So add the Rokoko tag onto it. Again, it's gonna map all these ones because we're just naming them what they should be, right? So now if we open up Studio Live. Wait, what's happening? Disconnect, connect, face, studio connection. Oh, nope. Okay, stop player. I've got to go in and make sure this is set to animate. Look at that, looking really good. Awesome. So cool. Yeah, this just looks great. I'm so pleased with it. I don't even think that we need more. Oh, there's a glitch in the studio project. I mean, the idea is that it's pretty simple. So what else do we got? What else do we got here in terms of what really will make a difference? Frown left, what's a dimple left? So nope, that's too subtle. Frown would be good. I don't think we need stretch. Don't need roll. I don't know if we need any of these really either. These could be good. Not press, but this kind of thing. Yeah. We could add those. I think that would be worthwhile. Draw forward, no. And then we gotta do some eyes. And then it'll look pretty good. Okay, so let's do mouth lower down left, mouth lower down right, mouth upper up left, mouth upper up right. Okay, so we're just gonna do a couple more. We're gonna do a couple more. Delete. You know what we haven't done this whole freaking time is save our project. Face rig VO1. Yasuke, hi. Hope you're doing well, Sim. Yes, I am. Hope you're doing well too. Doing very well. I think this is super fun. I'm really excited to play around with this a lot more. So I'm doing great. I'm just kind of doing my own thing this time. Ooh. No emergency texts. Good. Boom. Okay. Yeah, mouth upper up left and mouth lower right. Mouth upper, you know, what are these? Mouth lower down. Mouth lower down left. Mouth lower down left. Right? Mouth lower down left. Yes. Mouth lower down left. Okay, so that is kind of like this kind of vibe. Boom. Three down, two over. Call this mouth lower down right. Boom. Okay, so actually, it's kind of like that. Interesting. Now we need mouth upper up left, and that's gonna be like that. And we got mouth upper up right, and that is going to be like this. Boom. Looking good. Okay, so those are good. Save. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now let's do some eyes. So let's add this face rig. Add this to a null called face rig. We got, call this mouth, and then we gotta make some eyes. And the way that I want to do this is keep it really simple. I think we're gonna do it with splines as well. So let's create a circle. Let's shrink it way down. And that's what I want to do. And I want to keep them, this is going to be right eye, left eye, and what are the eye ones? What are the eye ones? EB synth, not right now. The eye ones. Okay, eye blink, that's easy. Eye look down. Look in. Look out, look up. Hey, okay, there's squint. Oh, okay, eye squint is like, that's interesting. Cool. An eye wide, that's gonna be really easy. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. So, let's do it. So, left eye. We need a rigging, we need a pose, morph tag, position, points, parameters, hierarchy. No, 52 blend shapes are not done automatically really anywhere. Blender has a really good automatic kind of plugin, I think. So yeah, there's no real easy way to do it. But I gotta say, this was easier than I thought it was going to be. Extrude that. Offset 1. Yeah. And I like having these all be separate because then I can make this bigger if I need to. Can I? Yeah. Which could be nice in the future. Okay, so this is going to be left eye. Lock that. So eye, blink, left. I believe it is. Right. Eye, blink, left. Yep. And you know what we're going to do? Make this editable. Yeah, so there's only 4. Boop. There you go. That's a little eye blink. Whoa. Don't know why that is happening. Oh, because I think maybe. You know what? I'm going to. I'm going to do this again. Make both of them editable first. Yeah. Then it's because that order seems to matter quite a bit. So then I'm gonna do the same thing, you know. I blink left, lock my base pose, and I'm going to grab all my boys. Boom. There we go. I blink. I don't know, probably. I mean, with Python, you could do a lot of different things, I'm sure. I'm just not good at it. Yeah, why are you extruding? Yeah. Boom. Yep. Okay. I blink left. Okay. So now eyes. What is it? Eye wide left. Eye wide left. Add pose. Eye wide left. Guess what we're gonna do? Pretty easy. Make it a little bit bigger. That's going wide. So then let's do eye look in left. And that is going to be, let's do like a 1.5. I look in left. I look out left. I look up left. I look down left. Pretty good. And then I squint left. I squint left. And that is going to be like that, which looks really good. That's like a perfect little squint. So cool. Definitely need to test this. Wait, okay, why is a tag going on that extrude? Ugh. Should not be that. Why is that happening? So it has to go on the... Oh no, I added it to the spline. I don't really want to redo that, so I won't. But you can see it's probably got all the, yep, eye blink, yep. So now if we open up our Rokoko Studio live, you still playing in the background here? Let's play. And add. Oop, gotta make it editable. I think some of those poses, the mouth shrug down, are not helping. But the eyes look great. Looks awesome. Looks great. Like, look, darting left and right. Looks so great. Stop player. Get rid of these on the mouth. Edit. Left eye, edit. Mouth. So what was causing... It's gotta be these. The lower downs, specifically. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's do the right eye now, and then we'll pretty much be done. Okay, so this one, frustratingly, yeah, this one I'm going to do the pose morph on the right thing this time. I'm going to do it on the extruded bit. And then tag. Okay, we're gonna call. So what order did we? I blink right. Boom, I blink right. Okay. I wide right. I wide right. And for this one, I am going to do a little over 1. So there you go. I wide right. Look in. Okay, so then just doing the rest of these. Okay. I look in right. And then we'll do I look out right. Alberto. We're not doing all 52. We don't need them because we're just doing it's like a cartoony vibe. But we're doing a bunch of them. I look up right. And then I look down right. And then last one, I squint right. Perfect. Animate. Animate. That's already animate. Add Rokoko tags. Boom. Awesome. Oh God. Oh no. I've got to redo all of those. Ha. Because I did the pose. I mean, maybe there's a way to salvage that, but whatever, I'll just do it again. Ugh. Make editable before I extrude. Then extrude. 1 centimeter. Okay. Extrude. Yeah, we gotta do this again, unfortunately, but it'll just take a second, so that's fine. Pose morph. Position. Points. I think we could probably just do points for what we're doing. Lock the base pose. I blink right. Okay, here we go again. eye blank right, eye wide right, there you go, eye look in right, eye look out right, eye look up right, eye look down right, and eye squint right. There we go. Boom. Okay. And we add a Rokoko tag onto that. Then we go to Rokoko Studio Live. And make sure that our tags are set to animate and start player. I don't know why the eyes are kind of offset. Janky kind of way to do it, but what the? Really cool. How about this one? Huh. Looks really good. Yeah, so sorry, I'm just going silent, but that's pretty much what I wanted to do. So I will, okay, so this will not, this rig will not work in anything but Cinema 4D, right? I'll give away this project file. What you could do though, right, is, and what I will do right now, stop player. So let's say this is facial, face, you know, mocap ROM. Man, we have a lot of those. Let's export this out. We'll just add foot IK. But what you can do, export, and export it at 30, right, is you would take a cartoony type character, and let's like go and put it on a character really quickly. And again, this is only for Cinema 4D, but we can make them. I would love to have a bunch of them that you could release in all the softwares that would just work out of the box. I mean, if you do the same thing, but just with geometry and you just move the points of the geometry around, you just have a cube, you know, and instead of moving a spline, you're just doing the cube, which I should have just done it that way anyway, but I didn't. Then you could bring that into Unreal and it would work right out. It would work out of the box. It's just because it's a spline. It's only gonna kind of maintain its fidelity for in cinema, right? Because the other programs aren't gonna know what to do with that. But you know, the way that I would use this sort of thing is like, yeah, let's grab this. So I got this Lego. Right? It's all rigged up. It's ready to go. Let's import our mocap. Free mocap 24. Export. Face mocap. Import. Create a new character definition. This is just our Maya retargeting workflow, which is really fantastic, as I'm always saying. You know, but baked into skeleton. Let's export it out. Export all to projects, smiley face, Lego, guy. Let's create a new project in Cinema 4D. Import Lego guy. There he is. 660. Let's go and grab our face rig. Copy. Paste. I'm going to change the overall coordination here. See if this works. Haha. And then we would, you know, parent this to the head bone. There we go. And then what I would do, open Rokoko Studio Live, start player. And what I would do to transfer this over is I could bring in this head export, but it's much easier to just play it and record it in Cinema. So what I'm going to do is put this off to the side, let this play, and then I'm going to start recording it right at the beginning. And then at the end, stop recording, bake it. Here we go. Looks pretty freaking good. You know, what is a Lego man? He's got yellow. He's very yellow. That's too yellow. Not bad. what is that? Like he's got a blue shirt, right? Kind of thing. Basic. And I don't know, just some black pants. You know, this is not maybe the best color scheme, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And considering how much work that takes, which is so little, I'm really impressed with this. So I think I'm gonna send that for Rendy. Here, let's, play it from the beginning. Looks pretty good. So I think we're gonna kind of call it there. Thanks for joining, everyone. This was a super fun one. I'm gonna make this project file available for everyone, and maybe in the future we'll do one that's based on geometry and not splines, and so people can pull it into Blender and hook it up, or Unreal or Unity, and it should all work kind of out of the box with all the Rokoko workflows. So yeah, hope everyone has a good weekend. You know, tune in next week. We're gonna have another office hours. We got some contests coming up and good exciting stuff. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.